Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to another video on the channel. As you can see from the title of this one, it is a taste of what's to come. Now, Rebirth Island so far has been an extraordinary experience. Not only a learning curve, not only a way of getting your ego dented, a complete change in loadouts, a complete change in perks, and an entire new way of playing. And a style in which I know doesn't suit everybody, but definitely suits us. And, you know, it took some learning at the beginning of the week. We started it by sweating it out with the Own and the Bar, then we switched to the Kilo and the Own, then we messed around with a couple of SMGs, we tried the Cooper as an SMG, and then on stream we discovered the power of the Gallo, realising that the load speed on the Street Sweeper was just too slow. From the Gallo, we quickly switched to the Jack, and a shout out to Kobe Tom Brady for putting me onto that one. And of course, a couple of days later, the Jack started becoming a very popular weapon. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, the Jack is cheap, and it is. This has come off from the horse's mouth. This is a cheap gun with a ridiculous fire rate, a ridiculous damage rate, and putting stopping power rounds into this thing makes it a 2-hit kill. You put a 30 round magazine on this thing, and it is an absolute beast. And I paired it with the 100 from Kilo. We brought All Reliable back out for this Rebirth event. Look at him trying to punch that guy out. I kind of admire it, and actually reminds me of when Kobe Tom Brady used to do that back in the day. But anyway, why the Jack? Well, first of all, we were actually just going to do a montage at the end of Rebirth on the power of the Jack. I figured I'd have enough content to do it, and I'd be happy enough with it. Well, it actually turns out we're probably going to get 4 or 5 videos off of this. The reason we're going to get so many is because not only have we got some gigantic kill games in this thing, and this ends up with nearly a 30 piece, we have surpassed a 30 piece. I don't even want to tell you what we did to a lobby a couple of days ago, but needless to say, there'll be a full video coming out in a day or two of, we'll leave it at over 150 kills at the moment between myself, Ski, Headshot, and a guy called Corpse who we have linked up with. This game is full of solo players, and it's full of rats. You don't get a chance to replay it half the time before the next one is on top of you. I like to stay alive, and I like to accumulate money. This Jack works for the most part until you get double teamed. In this case, you're going to see triple teamed, and then you're going to see quadruple teamed. That's how many people in that one small area just quickly descended on it. It's how bedlam it can become. Now, the other reason that we use the Jacks is the rage comms. And long-time viewers of the channel, long-time Plunder players, will of course remember just how agitated people could become when the caddy sticks would go whack, 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 with dead silence and double time equipped, and a team would be quad wiped and not best pleased about it, and if they got the chance would come back in on top of you. The Jack brings this to a whole other level. There hasn't been a single word, if you can think of an insult right now of any letter in the alphabet, I have been called it because of this shotgun. People absolutely hate it, and the more they hate it, the more I use it. But as you can see, it's not foolproof. It can be outgunned. It's just one of those things that you have to kind of learn to work with. And for someone as myself, I always use double time. I've always used amped, and in the latter half of Verdansk, I ran overkill. And this week, I've been changing it up. I've been using tracker. Quick fix is a must on this map, just for how quickly the kills can roll in. You manage to actually heal yourself up with the confirm. And it's just really changed how I view the game. How this isn't Plunder, right? I will admit that. I will admit for folks that like to loot, it's not suitable. But as a term for blood money, and its unfortunate executions don't give you more cash, I greatly feel they messed up on that. And the overtime money obviously not being what it should. This as a version of blood money is exactly what we need. I don't think there's many people at this point, Plunder or BR, I know how the BR community feel, but at least in the Plunder community, Caldera is boring. You can do Peak, and you can do Arsenal, and your game is over in 3 minutes, and then you hop into a vehicle, and you're driving around for the rest of the game, doing recons, and scavengers, and top secrets. Yeah, the Vanguard Plunder was gone, obviously top secrets being the main priority going around in the helicopters. but it's tedious. And if you play any amount of time, even if it's like 4 hours a night, if you manage to get 4 hours a night to play, you don't want to do that. It's fine for like an hour or two, but prolonged exposure to contract hunting, it's just not for me anymore. And we all have different play styles, and I respect and understand how people feel. Look at this. This is just disgusting. We nearly got a 3-piece there. But this is the combat intensive mode that I've kind of always wanted. And Headshot brought out an extraordinarily good point of something that I would love to see implemented in the future into Plunder. I know, maybe unpopular opinion, but a mini royale version of Plunder would be absolutely insane. Condensed spaces of Caldera, getting these gunfights going, a bit like Clash, but you still get to play Plunder on it. I think would actually be pretty cool. And once again, would change up the mode, because the one thing that we have to look at through the 2 years that we've been playing this game now, it's the fact that it's always been about looting, and they have messed with the money so many times. I don't know if any of you remember or not, but there was actually a time just before Verdansk left us when they actually increased all the contracts in the map, but they destroyed the money. Like half the boxes were missing. Train station was worth like 90,000 in normal time in blood money. So it's not the first time they've messed with the game, but Plunder has become a little bit stale, and Lord knows if I hadn't changed up my playstyle so much, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys now on a Plunder channel. I'd be a Rebirth player, and a pretty average one at that, and I don't mind admitting it. But it's how fun, and don't get me wrong, aggravating. This game is infuriating on occasion, but just how fun it is. I've been playing Caldera and grinding it because I've been grinding the kills leaderboard, and everyone knows that and knows me. But I haven't wanted to necessarily play it. This, give me my G, let me snort my G Fuel, let me drink my sneak, let me down my energy drinks. I would sit here and play this 24/7 if I could, and I don't think I would ever get bored of it. I would be bald, I would be hoarse and shouting, but I wouldn't get bored of it. This game has reinvented how I feel Plunder can be played. And it's just, oh man, I love it so much. But anyway, this gameplay was a taste of what's to come. You've no idea the stuff that is going to be shown on the channel over the next couple of days and on the streams. And we got 100,000 kills, and it was done with a live execution. That's going to be coming up in the next video. If you've stuck with me for this one, I thank you for it. And I'm going to catch you again soon for the rage-inducing Jack 12 Kilo Rockin' gameplay.